GA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his first look is incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Back to throw now on first down. And it's intercepted. Trucks over him. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now the first carry here for their running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit, because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The Cowboys had 4-9 now on the year, and they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
He wants Reynolds way downfield.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season.
And the Titans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
You talk about this Titan defense.
They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Here's Levis.
This is taken in at the 5. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big pickup of 38.
I know we love our jobs. And pretty much any play we see, we're pretty excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Dialed up the fullback dive that time. We'll see what they go to on 3rd down from the 1.
Yeah, they may have dialed it up, but it was repelled, wasn't it? Do you wag a finger back at the offense like a certain iconic NBA guy did back in the day, or do you just say, try it again, guys?
No, I think they wag the finger, but they got to get one more stop here, maybe 2.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal.
Levis sets up to throw here.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jake Ferguson,
his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Wide open receiver, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression, he just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Jamison Williams.
79 yards.
And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point forthcoming. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Open man is Barner, the tight end.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover,
Hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Back to throw again. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future, and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
Levis. They will find Davis. That's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Levis to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back to throw, it's Levis. This one caught by Davis. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Second down and 4. Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now Levis. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Levis looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's second down. Levis back to throw. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down. Levis to throw off play action. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They'll throw it again with Levis. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. In motion, the tight end. Looking to throw again on second down. Levis. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
And the Titans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Steps away to his left.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
It's not like pressure will affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Back to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the in route. Complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to throw again. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Titans have cut it back within a score.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Well, this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down. There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Jeremy Chin, so dangerous wherever he's at on the field, and that time he gets in there for the sack.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that'll bring them back within 4.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And he'll be out of bounds at midfield, so a solid return to the 50.
After return to midfield, I just wish we could open up the heads of the offensive and defensive coordinators, because right now the wheels have to be spinning because things just changed. Offensive playbook just opens up, and now on defense, do you play aggressively or do you lay back a little bit to try and calm things down?
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. 50 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out.
They got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again, eluding the pressure right. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. That's complete right around the 8. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Overall, he's had a productive day throwing the football, but that time maybe trying to do a little too much, and it backfired with a pick 6.
In the old days, defensive coaches would have been beside themselves with all the yardage that had been piled up with him throwing the football. But in this age of football, what they care about most, possession, and them taking it away, turning it into a pick 6. They don't worry about the yardage given up. They like the result that their defense gave them.
Taken at the goal line.
Breaks through the count, and all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
He'll buy some time right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
But one thing I know for sure, the standard speech is to treat the game like it's tied. But when you have an advantage, they also tell you, make sure you don't get your foot off the gas. Message received.
Little bootleg here. Levis. And that's going to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's Levis.
It's caught by Davis.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for.
And Levis tosses his 3rd interception of the game. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
Take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
He's got him in, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Levis sets up to throw here. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Levis
got his man. It's Williams. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
But backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And Levis going back to the air.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39. Clearly short of the first by a few yards. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further.
So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys... driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Over the middle, complete. It's Reynolds. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Back to throw again. Flush to his right.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise him with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. No gain, and it's second down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Well, that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Titans have got it back to within a score.
The extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
This taken in right around the goal line.
Escapes the defender. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
2nd and 5. Play action now. Levis.
Washington's got it. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Levis now off of play action.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10. Well, they go play action. Here's Levis.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Back to throw, it's Levis. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Here's a give up the middle, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Levis out of the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage, What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Well, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a two-score deficit here in the fourth.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Hands it off out of the gun to the 43, second down. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
They're going to look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing, so he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Again, he'll drop to throw. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Being chased out left. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Levis to throw it. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Well, they were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back's feet.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dancing to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Here's second down.
Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
They'll come up now on second down.
He's back to throw.
Open man is Barner, the tight end.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
He'll find McMillan here.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. It's a quarterback sneak, and he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
A very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Pushing his way through. Now he goes spin.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Here's 1st and 10. Levis, he'll look to throw it.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Here comes second down. Here's Levis.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's what it's been like all game long. Everything just a fraction off. Remember, all they're doing here is looking to get into field goal range. But right now, that's a tall task with the way this defense is playing. And with time, a huge factor as well.
Levis. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will get out of bounds at the end of this. So they took a shot, they complete it, and and stop the clock in the end. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Levis to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Titans have just about sewn up this football game.
At their own 17-yard line.
Defense, make us proud. Don't let him get there. Defense.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Tennessee, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they dropped their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.